Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So maybe you are a little bit confused and also shocked because this is my first time for recording the material and you can see my face for the very first time. I don't know because most of the other lecture prepare their face on the video so that you can also feel like you see me in real life. So I try my best to also put my video here so you also can see my face, not only my voice. But unfortunately, I'm not really good on technology, so I cannot use a video, an application that actually combine video and the screen recording. So that's why I just use my application on this laptop. So this is just a camera application, but while I explaining to you, this camera will still record me. So I don't know whether it will help you in studying or not to see my face, but I hope that it helps. And I hope that you can feel more like not like only watching the video, but you also feels like you are talking with me. I hope so. Okay, so now I move this screen into left. I'm sorry, into the right, not to the left. So just put it on the left here so we can see the slide. Okay, so here is the text that you sent me last meeting about sending email to your friends, to your new friends, right? So I copy some of your email. So I copy three only here, and I would like to discuss this first before we start the material for this meeting. Yeah. So I take from Asmiati. So Asmiati sending to Isa. Yo, I don't know what is howdy means, but it's fine because this is not formal. Yeah, because I tell you that this email is actually non-formal because you are talking with your friend, so that's fine if you want to write hello, howdy, hi, what's up, that's up to you. Okay, we are going on. My nickname is Asmi and I'm 17. Okay, I live in Indonesia with my parents and my sibling. My little sister Yunita. Nah, this one is a problem. Why it is a problem? So let's see. Jadi kalimat ini itu rancu. Kenapa saya bilang rancu? If it is in bahasa Indonesia, it can be understood. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia udah diarti nih, saya tinggal di Indonesia dengan orang tua saya dan saudara saya, adik perempuan saya, Yunita. Kami tinggal di sebuah rumah yang kecil di Palembang. But unfortunately, this is wrong even in Indonesia. Bahkan dalam bahasa Indonesia pun penggunaan tanda bacanya itu salah, sehingga kalimatnya menjadi rancu. See, what I have explained to you before, dalam satu kalimat itu dia harus lengkap, harus punya subject, harus punya verb. Ya, jadi tidak bisa tidak ada verbnya. Dan kalau dia adalah sebuah kalimat, dia harus diakhiri dengan titik, not a comma. So now see here. My nickname is Asmi and I'm 17. Oke, ini benar ya. Subjeknya my nickname, objeknya verbnya is ya, diganti dengan verb to be karena tidak ada verb yang kata kerja. Kita lanjutin di sini. I live in Indonesia-nya benar with my parents and my sibling. Nah, ini itu bukan sebuah kalimat. Dia subjek ketemu subjek. My little sister Yunita. Kalau mau ngasih tahu namanya, bisa dibilang di sini my little sister is Yunita. Ya, so you write is here. My little sister. Nah, ini juga nggak bisa. My little sister is Yunita. Okay, but make it more clearly biar lebih jelas. My little sister's name. Okay, my little sister's name is Yunita. Okay. And nah, this one karena dia tidak berhubungan ya, gini my little sister's name ininya tidak berhubungan dengan we live in small house in Palembang. Jadi ini nggak bisa pakai koma. We cannot use koma. Okay, we should use full stop. Ya, because we need to end the sentence. Ya, kita lanjutin. We live in small house in Palembang. Jadi my nickname is Asmi and I'm 17. I live in Indonesia with my parents and my siblings. My little sister's name is Yunita. We live in small house in Palembang and we have plant in front of our home. And I have a big brother, his name Nurul Arifin. Nah, what is actually the problem? Ini kontennya. Kontennya jadi ngacak. Kalau di sini tadi sudah ngasih tahu nama saudara perempuannya di sini, berarti harusnya nama laki-lakinya ini, saudara laki-lakinya ini juga harusnya dipindahin ke sini. Supaya dia nyambung. Ya, jadi my little sister's name is Yunita. Nah, ini digabung aja jadi bisa. And my big brother's name is Nurul Arifin. Nah, jadi kalimatnya nyambung kan? Jadi dia satu kalimat nih, and then you can put full stop. My little sister's name is Yunita, and my big brother's name is Nurul Arifin. You can use and di sini karena kontennya sama. You want to tell the name. Okay, and then we continue. We are talking about house. We live in small house in Palembang, and we have plant in front of our house. Okay, and then what is this? And his wife, my parents and his wife Siti and their daughter, they live different. Actually this belongs to his brothers. Oh yeah, berarti this one you need to put it here and his wife. Okay, my little sister name is Unita. I mean, brother name is Arifin. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. And tadi big brother ya, and my big brother and okay. So the first thing you talk about your home. Setelah ngomongin nama keluarganya, you talk about your home. Jadi we live in small house in Palembang, and we have plant in front of our home. Nah ini harus full stop, nggak nyambung lagi. Di sini baru ceritain rumah kakaknya tadi. My big brother and his wife. Okay, this one is comma. Ya, his wife Siti Octavie. Wife, kita bisa pakai namely. Wife yaitu Siti Octaviati, and their daughter, comma, Naura Adiba Arsy. Their, if it is their daughter berarti lebih dari satu. Oh, only one. Okay, their daughter Naura Adiba Arsy. Live, nggak usah lagi day-nya. Ya, ini kalimatnya udah complicated nih, nggak masalah. Jadi, my big brother and his wife, namely Siti Octaviati, and their daughter Naura Adiba Arsy, should be comma. Karena si Naura sama daughter-nya sama. Orang yang sama. Berarti ini positif. Ya, nanti belajar di mata kuliah structure harus ada koma dan koma. Ini karena positif dengan si subjeknya. Live in different houses. Different house aja nggak? Rumahnya kan satu. Different house near by our home. Okay, so I think this is better, right? Okay, so let me show my face again. My name, okay, now let's review together. Benar nggak kalimatnya? My nickname is Asmi and I'm 17. I live in Indonesia with my parents and my siblings. My little sister's name is Yunita and my big brother's name is Nurul Arifin. We live in small house in Palembang and we have plant in front of our home. Okay, my big brother and his wife, namely Siti Octaviani Pujiastuti and their daughter Naura Adiba Arsy, live in different house nearby our home. Jadi kalimatnya lebih bagus, gitu ya. So that's better. Next, the next paragraph. I live quite far from campus, so I ride motorcycle to the campus every day. Okay, it takes about 30 minutes to arrive. I like our college, and my favorite lectures are speaking and listening. Both of them are interesting and exciting, and I want to work as tour guide when I leave the campus. And how about you? What lecture do you like? And do you like our campus too? Okay, I really love to learn cooking lately because this is one of my hobbies after singing. I usually learn to cook by watching videos on YouTube, and I follow the way they tell how to cook a meal. Okay, this paragraph is very good. Ya, paragraf yang ini udah bagus. And then, my best friend is Wahdania, and we are in the same class. Our teacher, Mrs. Nike and Mr. Tarjaya, are kind, and I think, nah, I-nya di sini, remember that when you write the word I, it should be in capital letters. Ya, I itu gimana pun ceritanya tidak pernah huruf kecil. So remember when you type it, ya, it should be on capital letters. Okay, next. and I think they teach in a fun way. Sometimes they give us little bit homework every meeting. They give us little bit homework. Okay, and you will learn on grammar. Nanti belajar di grammar. You cannot use the word little bit. Ya, nanti dibahas lagi. Let me this one. Let me cross this. So, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I want to cross this. Okay, yeah. Okay, you can. Oops, sorry. Let's go. They give. Oh, us-nya okay. Us. This one for us. Okay. They give us. They give us homework every meeting. Gitu aja. Nggak bisa bilang a little bit. Karena nanti you will learn direct. Oh no, not direct. Countable and uncountable noun on the grammar. Okay. So they give us homework every meeting. After going to the college, I usually go to home and rest after a day of college. Yeah, even actually you're not going to college. Sebenarnya sih kan di rumah, but that's fine. At the weekend, I sometimes watch Korean variety show. I often watch The Return of Superman. Nah, ini kan ketemu subjeknya lagi nih. Berarti you need to put full stop sini ya. Okay. It is kids variety program. Okay, the program is really nice and chill to watch, and I think you have to watch it too because the children in the program are pretty cute. And then I do my homework after watching the variety show. Please reply it soon and tell me about yourself and anything you want to tell me. Kind regards, Asmiati. Okay, so very good, Asmiati, for your writing. So let me go on to the next one. So I just choose three, yeah, to be explained here because I still read all. I still read all of your writing, but for this recording, I just want to start and explain to you. Maybe some of you also do the same mistake like this person. Okay, let me read the second one. Hello Rizka from Sarah. Yeah, okay. Nice to meet you. My name is Sarah. You can call me Sarah or Ra. You must be surprised. Okay. Sarah now using pasif ya. Di sini udah benar pasif pasif voice-nya. Setelah auxiliary-nya pakai be, setelah itu pakai verb 3. Okay, must be surprised to hear this because I'm 21 years old. Yeah, I'm older than you. Since I was senior, height-nya ini nggak pakai T ya Sarah, cukup height. Okay, so this is high school, typo aja vocabulary-nya. I always since I was senior high school, I always ini nah ini kan harusnya kalimat baru lagi. Remember, don't forget to put comma, ya. Okay, since I was senior high school, I always older. Nah, di sini itu kan nggak ada verbnya. Berarti harus pakai apa di sini? You need to be. Okay, I am. Ya, I am. Sorry, I am always older. Nah, you just cannot say older. I am always I'm always the older. Ya, harus lebih mengarahkan ke kalimat ininya, pakai the-nya. Ya, I'm always the older in the class. The older or the oldest. Kalau paling tua you say oldest. If you want to use older, kalau older tuh cuma dibandingkan dengan siapa gitu loh. Karena ini dia ngomongnya di dalam satu kelas, maka harusnya yang paling. Tapi kalau misalnya mau bilang older, you should say that I am always older than. Harus diikuti kata than. Ya, I am always older than my friends. Nah, itu kalau this one should be then. If you want to use then. Jadi mau yang paling tua atau yang lebih tua. Kalau misalnya mau tetap pakai older, berarti ini dihapus. I am always older than my friends. Saya selalu lebih tua dibandingkan teman-teman saya. Ya, I'm always older than my friends. Atau yang tadi, ya, I am the oldest in the class. Okay. This one is actually just yang ini interjection aja ya, lol gitu. But it's okay to me. If you don't wanna call me sis, okay, sister, no problem. Now I live at Swadana, Pinang Raya, One Palembang in the Islamic boarding school. In this place, nah ini nggak bisa. Kenapa? In this place itu adverb. Ya, nggak bisa dijadiin subjek. Kalau memang ngomongin tempat ini, bukan di tempat ini, banyak orang, nggak bisa. You should delete the word in. Ya, this place has a lot of people. Okay, this place has a lot of people, and everyone has a different, oh, I think a different age kali ya. Should be different age. Okay, I have one old, I have one older, I think ya, maybe. Lebih tua. I have one older sister. Her name is Nabila. I hope we can be good friend. Oh, sorry. I live far away from campus. It takes 15 minutes. I go to the campus by motorcycle online. What do you mean by motorcycle online? I think that you don't need this. Ya, kayaknya online-nya nggak perlu ditulis. Ini aneh tiba-tiba. Ya, nah ini when I was, ya harusnya pakai to be. When I was in senior high-nya nggak pakai T, ya senior high school. I didn't want continue continue to the college. But right now, alhamdulillah, I continue in this campus. So far away, should be like but so far, nggak usah far away, but so far, sejauh ini, so far I like our campus. I try to like a lot of lectures, mata kuliah ya, lectures. But my favorite lectures satu apa dua? Oh dua, oh lebih ya. Okay. Lectures are speaking, pronunciation, and listening. Sometimes I didn't understand. Nggak usah pakai with lagi ya, hapus. Understand listening lecture. It's so difficult for me, but I think I must like this lecture because with this we can easily, ya harus pakai adverb. Ya, we can easily learning. Learnnya pindah ke sini. We can learn easily. Itu yang benernya. Setelah verb, lalu adverb. Ya, we can learn easily. My dream, for my dream, ini M-nya kecil ya. For my dream, I wanna have some tour guide business. Okay, and then I can, nggak usah tuh lagi. I can be the leader in the tour. What about you? What lecture do you like? I enjoy in the boarding school because we have time to God. Kami punya waktu to apa? To be close kali ya, untuk lebih dekat dengan Tuhan. To be close with God. I feel nggak bisa near ya karena bukan jarak tapi kan you feel it. I feel so close to God. But one of rules in this place, pakai to be, is that we can't play social media. Ini jangan singkat. Social media. By the way, if you cannot play it, how can you? Just for lecture ya, cuman kalau mau kuliah aja ya. My friend that I knew in the class are Sekar, Rafifa, and Yuniar. Our teacher, Serjaya, is kind. He always give us compliment when we answer his question. And I like Miss Badria because she has a lot of talents. Okay. After finish lecture, after finish the lecture, I plan to go, gitu aja. I plan to go to Kopilor with you and my friends. Then you can visit my Islamic boarding school if you want. At the weekend, I want to play badminton in the boarding yard. I'm good when I play it. Write soon and tell me all about yourself, your friends, and your friends. Okay, so far it's so good. So Sarah and also who is this? Asmiati now have done a lot of good things. So there's no big problem. Just a little revise from me. Cuma sedikit aja revise-nya, that's actually already good. And the last one mungkin terakhir yang ini. Hi Chris. No, Hanky ini siapa ya? Hanky. Oh, Hanky kok bilangnya dear. Regards harusnya. Oke, kita lihat dulu ya. Hi Chris. Ini tanda tanya sama tersuruh kenapa gitu ya. But that's fine. Namanya aja non formal ya kan. My name is Hanky. Ini huruf besar Hanky. Kalau setelah titik, ini koma ya dibuatnya ya. It should be full stop ya. Setelah satu kalimat harusnya titik ya, jangan koma-koma. Terus setelah itu hurufnya harus besar. Okay? My name is Hengki. Oke, titik spasi. Remember kata Miss kemarin apa? Awal kalimat harus huruf besar. My name is Hengki Ripaldi. Titik. M-nya harus besar juga. Sorry. My nickname harus pakai to be. My nickname is Hengki or Ki. Titik. Setelah titik semuanya harus ingat. After full stop ketika ngetik harus dikasih spasi. Ya, my-nya juga huruf besar. My place of residence. What you mean by my place? My residence place kali ya. My residence is ini aja langsung that's actually too complicated. Langsung aja. I live in. Udah nggak usah complicated, yang simple aja. I live in Lubar Village, Simpang Sub-District, and my Oku is district. I live in a village far from the city. What do you Oku Selatan ya? Distrik gimana ya? Subdistrict, koma lagi, apa? Make it fully. Oku Selatan ya, bener nggak? South of, is it south of Oku? Nah, full stop, selesai dulu. Nggak usah panjang-panjang ini, kan udah jelas tuh. Langsung aja, this district, nah, langsung kecamatan ini gitu ya. Is far from the city, jaraknya jauh dari kota. Tuh, full stop. Ya, jangan koma terus. And then the closest is, the closest apa ya? Tempat ya gitu ya. The closest place, the closest city ya. Kota terdekat adalah Muara II. Oke, full stop lagi. The distance from my village to Muara II. Oke, ini huruf besar. The distance from my village to Muara II is about 1 hour. Kan salah nih. Apa salah? Kan dia ngomongin jarak. Kok ngomongnya waktu? Jadi the time, nggak usah. The distance from my village to Muara II. Jangan bilang distance. The time to reach. The time, the time to, the duration, nggak waktu juga sih. The duration to reach, untuk mencapai, to reach my village, ya. Jadi durasi untuk mencapai desa saya dari Muara II from. The duration to reach my village from Muara II is about 1 hour by car. Oke, ini huruf besar juga. My province is still in South Sumatra. And Palembang is the capital city of South Sumatra. Okay. I don't know why hahaha. Okay, hahaha. Oops. Sorry, before I live with my parents and 2 of my siblings, including me and 3 of my siblings, had migrated. There of my brothers who married, while 3 others, including myself, we are the single. Oke, sekarang gini, Hengki ini sebenarnya you are very good on the idea, tapi Hengki nggak terbiasa nyusun writing in the good one. Jadi di Hengki ini pasti you are good on speaking, tapi listeningnya jadinya begini. That's actually a lot of problem. Jadi Miss sampein sini dulu aja, karena nanti kalau ngedit ini kayaknya bisa hampir 5 menit lagi gitu ya. Tapi Miss kasih tips satu hal. Memang kebanyakan orang yang good in speaking, they have a problem in writing. Benar nggak? Orang yang sebenarnya dia bagus sekali speaking, dia akan mumet sekali ketika dia nulis. Nah, orang yang good in writing, they are not really good in speaking. Even it happens with me. Kenapa? Karena ketika kalian ngomong, you don't, as long as the people understand you can say that. You have a lot of idea. Kayak Hengki ini pasti idenya banyak, terus emang ngomongnya memang you are good in speaking, gitu ya, ngomongnya bagus. Tapi ketika di writing itu tidak akan sesuai dengan grammaticalnya. Nah, karena itu jadinya dia tidak memikirkan harus subjek dulu, setelahnya harus verb, gitu ya. But if I see from Sarah And Asmiati kayaknya tipe orangnya yang nggak banyak ngomong, tapi lebih suka baca sama nulis. Apa yang mau mereka sampaikan itu harus dipikirin dulu. I don't know. I guess three of you are like this. Mungkin kalian yang lainnya juga merasakan hal yang sama. Biasanya memang nilai speaking itu berbanding terbalik dengan nilai writing. Ya, but let's try together. Ya, tapi saya akan tetap cek di sini. Tapi sejauh ini juga idenya udah bagus. Cuman memang rata-rata semuanya berantakan untuk nyusun kalimatnya lengkap dengan subjek, verb, sama objek. Karena jangan buat kebiasaan kalian speaking in the writing. You cannot put your speaking habit into the writing habit. Bahkan ketika saya ngomong seperti ini, ketika saya tuliskan, itu akan jadi aneh. Because that's not the way in writing. When you are writing, selalu ingat bahwa harus ada subjek, harus ada verbnya. Kalau memang tidak ada verb action, harus dalam bentuk to be. Nah, itu titik, subjek, verb, titik. Itu dulu yang paling simple. Nanti ketika udah belajar grammar, you will learn more. Oke, udah 10 menit pertama saya mau bahas the last meeting. So now let's go to today's material. Today we will start it with a story. Oke, kemarin sudah belajar email. You have learned about email. You have learned about review, ya. Udah buat email, udah buat review. Now I want you to write a kind of story, ya. Tapi masih a little bit tentang description, masih ke deskripsi juga. Tapi kalau kemarin deskripsinya tentang kalian, now I want you to describe other people. Okay, the topic is about someone I admire, seseorang yang saya kagumi. Okay, so here there are some vocabulary, ada 7 vocab di sini, ada kind, shy, friendly, happy, hardworking, serious, and confident. Now check on how the meaning. Kita cek artinya. Kind, kira-kira kalau kind itu artinya apa? Baik. Nah, kalimat baik itu yang mana? Having positive feeling, behaving, having a lot, being generous, being nervous, thinking a lot, or doing a lot of work all the time and keeping busy. Ya, jelas ya, nomor 1 itu jawabannya pasti yang D, ya, karena kind itu artinya being generous to other people and thinking about other people's feeling. Jadi orang yang baik itu dia selalu ramah, dia ke orang-orang dan selalu memikirkan perasaan orang lain. That's actually the example. So these exercises can be done by you, by yourself alone. Jadi silakan latihan vocabnya sendiri. Ini bisa dicek juga di kamus. Now I want to give the example in writing. Ini ada satu contoh ceritanya someone that I admire. Namanya dia nggak nyebut namanya, tapi dia langsung menyebutkan bahwa yang dia kagumi adalah sepupunya bernama Laura. So later on you have to write. Silakan nanti setelah ini kalian akan menulis dan pilih dulu siapa orang yang kalian kagumi gitu ya. And then you have to mention the name. You just say someone I admire. Judulnya someone I admire. Siapa? Boleh my cousin, boleh my parents, boleh my idol, boleh up to you. My teacher or my uncle or my aunt, up to you. And then say the name. Okay, so let's read together. Katanya, someone I admire is my cousin Laura. She is 5 years older than me. Jadi silahkan sebutkan umurnya, ya. So, she is 19 now. Berarti kalau dia 19, penulisnya berapa umurnya? 19 dikurang 5, ya 14 tahun ya yang nulis ya. And she lives in Bristol. Dia tinggalnya di Bristol. She is very friendly and confident. Jadi silahkan langsung mendeskripsikan orangnya, ya. Dia itu kepribadiannya seperti apa. And then you say, and she's got long, wavy brown hair and greeny brown eyes. Setelah itu silahkan deskripsikan rambutnya, matanya, gitu ya. Kalau mau nambahin yang lainnya terserah. She's medium height. Height itu apa? Tingginya. Tingginya itu sedang katanya. Slim, badannya gimana? Ya, katanya kurus, gitu ya, langsing, and very fit. Tapi dia tetap sehat ya, sangat sehat because she is a dancer. Langsung sebutin dia pekerjaannya itu apa. Okay, she's been dancing since she was 6 years old and trains every day at her dance school. She wants to be a professional dancer, but it's a very difficult profession because it's so competitive. She often dances in shows, and I've been to watch her several times. Her favorite type of dance is modern, which is sometimes a bit strange, but I love watching her dance. Jadi for the first paragraph, you describe the person. Kamu mendeskripsikan tell about the weight, or if wearing hijab, you tell wearing hijab. So all about the physique. Okay. And the second paragraph, you have to explain her job, her or his job, what she is doing, what she like, yeah, and then what she do in life. Ya sama aja sih apa yang dia kerjain untuk kehidupannya, apa itu pekerjaannya. That's for the second paragraph. And the third one, Laura is very busy because she is also studies photography at university. She is a really good photographer and has taken lots of amazing photos of me and my family. Her photos have won a few prizes, and last year one of her photos was in an exhibition at an art gallery in London. So the third paragraph, you are trying to say why you admire him or her. Say the experience, say the achievement that this person have. Even actually, it is your parents, you just also can say that your parents is good because she works. That's up to you. This is what the explanation, the reason why you tell that you admire them. This is the reason. Ya, alasan paling penting kenapa yang buat kalian itu mengadmire orang ini, gitu ya. Oke, karena dia itu seorang fotografer yang baik, gitu ya. Atau if it is your parents because your dad or your mom help you a lot in life, that's okay. And the last one, Laura doesn't have a lot of free time, and she's also trying to learn German because she wants to go to Germany next year to do a photography course. I think Laura is very hardworking and she deserves to become a professional dancer one day. So the last paragraph is you telling about the future of these people. Apa rencana terdekat orang ini? Even actually this is your idol. Nah, kira-kira for example, the one that you admire is a singer, and then you say that in the near future, she or he will have a new album, yeah, and please watch. And so tell what this person do in the near future. Yeah, so I think that you need to choose someone that you admire that's still alive. But I don't know if it is if this person has pass away, that's fine. You just can say their product or the things that they have made and make you inspire. Jadi kalau misal pun orangnya udah nggak ada lagi gitu ya, bukan orang yang masih hidup, ya silakan jelaskan apa yang sudah dia perbuat ya for most of the people. Tapi kalau misalnya dia masih hidup, berarti apa yang akan dia kerjakan dalam waktu dekat. Okay, so you know the format how to write. The first one you explain about the physically, semuanya jelasin physically-nya. Terus yang kedua you explain about the profession, what he is doing, profesinya, apa yang dia kerjakan, dia itu siapa, orang ini siapa gitu ya. And then the third one, you tell the reason why you like this person. Ceritain alasan kenapa kamu suka sama orang ini, karena dia itu apa gitu ya. Sudah alasan kalian you like this person and admire this person. And the last one, what is done by this person near future. Jadi dalam waktu dekat ini apa yang dikerjakan si orang ini, gitu ya. Kalaupun orangnya udah nggak ada lagi, artinya apa yang sudah dilakukan oleh orang ini sehingga membuat kamu admire them. Okay, so that's the paragraph that I wish that you can do it. So you can type it, and I give you 1 week for this writing because it's quite long. Saya kasih waktu 1 minggu ya, silakan nanti hari Senin depan paling telat jam 8 udah dikumpul by using your email, dan saya akan cek lagi satu persatu. And then oh ya, by the way, I think that I have explained to you before. Kalau nggak salah saya udah pernah jelasin untuk yang physically, tapi saya mau review sedikit aja. Ini kan ada dia kasih contoh nih, she's got long wavy brown hair. Gimana ngaturnya long dulu, terus wavy, terus brown. Ya, kemarin kan udah ada aturannya. Oke, jadi nggak bisa kalian bilang she's got brown long wavy hair, salah. If you still remember, yang ini jangan lupa. Nah, this one. Ya, order of adjective, susunan dari adjective. Jadi yang pertama adalah determinernya dulu. Ya, ada de, en kalau memang perlu ini. Setelah itu your opinion. Apakah kalau opinion itu berdasarkan pendapat ya, karena kan maksudnya pendapat tuh gimana? Yang artinya itu tidak pasti. Setiap orang punya perbedaan untuk mengartikannya. So when you just say ugly, bisa jadi kan orang lain bilangnya nggak ugly, gitu ya. Ugly, comfortable, lovely, beautiful, amazing, wonderful. Nah itu harus nyebutin ukurannya dulu, size dulu, ya apakah small, apakah long gitu. Shape-nya, bentuknya, age, umurnya, ataukah baru, ataukah lama gitu ya. And then color, origin, material, purpose, baru noun-nya. Makanya you wanna say amazing heart-shaped red balloons, beautiful German sport car, lovely old ceramic mugs, a comfortable new velvet dress. Jadi nggak bisa bilang comfortable velvet new dress. Salah, new-nya dulu baru velvet. Ya, so you have to remember the order. Ya, jangan lupa susunannya ini, jangan kebalik-kebalik. Ya. Okay, so go back to the slide here. Okay, so I think that's all that we. Okay, so here is some exercise that actually you can do by yourself. Ya, ini exercise-nya juga bisa sambil latihan sendiri. Ini juga pembagian eyes, hair, height, build, itu kan macam-macam. Ada blonde hair, ada wavy hair, ya. So this is you can do it by yourself. Itu juga ada di sini ada beberapa latihan. You can do it just by yourself, but remember what I want to do is to write the writing like this, yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. See you next meeting. Bye.